All right, guys, Luis Moreno here with 360 Insurance Group. I'm with Jeremy, the Sunfire Guru from SMA. Guys, we are in video number 4. So just to give you a little rundown on what we have, number 1 is a overview of Sunfire and also the gear sprocket at the bottom left that you must create your agent profile. Gotta have that. Number 2, we talked about the latest, hottest, greatest update to Sunfire, and that is the voice signature for the SOA. It's got to be done on an inbound call, but go watch video 2 if you want to learn more about that. And then number 3, starting the process of actually working for your client and doing a quote is creating a contact on Sunfire. So Jeremy goes into in video number 3, how to create that contact. Now we are in video number 4. In this video, we're talking about how to do a benefits check, how to look at what this prospect that you're talking to has. It's a great feature. You got to take advantage of it. Jeremy, I'll let you take it from here, man.
Perfect. Yeah, Luis, thank you for having me. So looking at my screen, we already have James Cameron here. We have his contact pulled up. Now we can see when in doubt, you always go to the left side of the screen and you can work your way down. So go down 1 for contacts, and then we go down 2 to the bullet points, and now we can quote. So we have a couple different options here. When we click quote, it already defaulted to look up the zip code, but if you click on this customer profile, you have a couple options. So you can either click zip code and dive right into benefit options, or you can do a customer lookup. And what that customer lookup does is once you click, hey, I want to get started, that we're just going to collect some of the client's personal information, you can click that check mark. You're able to put in the Medicare number, zip code, date of birth for that client. And what it's going to do is it's going to pop up not only their effective dates for Medicare's Parts A and Parts B, but it's also going to let you know if they have LIS, if so, what level of that LIS, and it's also going to let you know which plan that they are currently on and what their benefit history is. So this is a great customer lookup tool early in the call to see, okay, do they have A and B? If they don't have A and B, then it's going to be a short conversation. Same thing with their current plan. We can see that history to see if they have a special election or to see what plan we're going to compare against. So we'll go into that in just one moment, but I will have Luis share his screen just to give you kind of an idea once you put in their information and click that lookup, what it's going to look like and what you will see on your end.
Sounds good. All right. So guys, I looked up one of my clients, plugged in her information, and this is what it popped up. So it confirmed Part A and Part D and the effective dates there. It confirmed that on 7/1, she was written into this plan. So very, very cool. If she had LIS, it would also pop up. I think somewhere here on the left, it lets you know if they have it and what level of LIS they have. So this information, that the results of you entering that information into the customer lookup, this is good info to go on, guys. Jeremy made a good point here. If they don't have A or B, conversation is going to be super short. It's going to end at that point. At that point, they're going to have to go back to Social Security and figure out if they can get it. If they have LIS, well, that's going to change your conversation on how you're going to talk about the prescription drugs and the copays. So you want to know everything you can about whether they have LIS or not. And then this is a great little tool. If it's not somebody new to Medicare, it will let you know what plans they have been on. I kind of like it. It gives you a history, correct, Jeremy?
That's correct. Yeah, it'll let the agent know what their current plan is and their enrollment history.
Yeah, and this is a good little tool. I'm looking at this from an agent point of view. If this list is huge, maybe this is like a serial switcher. Be ready for a chargeback, in a couple of months. Maybe they switch all the time. Who knows? If they've only got one plan there for the past 10 years, then you're going to be looking at a client there for a long time. So I think that's some good information there.
Absolutely. So yeah, diving back in, it will default you to the customer lookup. So there's no way for you to miss it. Then you can click on zip code. And then this is where we're going to start looking by plan. So we know, okay, if they are a veteran and they maybe just need an MA only plan because their drugs are taken care of at the VA, you can look at MA only. If you know they have Medicaid, then you can dive right into special needs. For this example, let's just say, hey, their income, they don't have LIS, their income is at a level where they don't qualify for a special needs plan. Let's look at the MA. Now you can plug in as much information as you want. It's going to ask if they're already enrolled, what their doctor is. They can put in their drugs, put in some focus questions here if they want. What I will tell you is the more information you put in on this customer profile page, the fewer options you are going to have when you click, now let's view all plans. So I would say for now, let's view all plans, and then we can start eliminating plans at that point. And I'll show you either in this video or the next where we can search those doctors, search those drugs. But for now, let's just look at comparing the plans.
Yeah,
So when
let's
you
stop
click,
the recording here, Jeremy, and then we'll create a new one. This one is
let's
mainly
do it.
focused on like a benefits check is what I would call it. Finding out what your client has before you start recommending other plans. So guys, stay tuned for the next video. That'll be video number 5, where we start doing some quoting.
Sounds